47 years. Until recently, there has never been a serious question regarding the existence of two and only two sexes, male and female, as one of the most fundamental biological facts. All disagreement and controversy regarding sex and gender identification stems from a single source, which is belief. In no other instance does belief trump physical, physiological, and genetic facts. There is no third sex. There is also no such thing as a trans man or woman. There are only men and women who believe that they are the opposite sex, yet in whom every cell in their body is of the sex they were born into.
White people are so dumb.
Another name for a strongly held belief is a delusion. In medicine, we treat pathology, whether physical, psychiatric, or psychological. We do not affirm delusional thinking, but rather treat the delusion with compassion and competent therapy, while maintaining a firm grip on reality.
What is reality?
This is true for such conditions as anorexia nervosa, body dysmorphic syndrome, and body integrity disorder. That this is not true for gender dysphoria reflects the fact that this condition has been hijacked by an ideology which has an agenda which transcends biological reality.
What is reality?
Once upon a time, sex and gender were synonymous. This is no longer true. Today, gender usually means gender identity, independent of biological sex.
Why does it scare
Given
me?
that we now have more than 70 genders and counting, this has muddied the waters of discussion of biological sex.
There are more than that.
To be clear, there are only two sexes, and a person cannot change from one to the other. Gender-affirming care produces a permanently medicalized individual whose conformity to the opposite sex is superficial, imperfect, and subject to potentially disfiguring and debilitating complications. That we have to have legislation and laws to affirm the basic truth of two sexes speaks to the confusion of our times and subservience of biological reality.
Life is confusion.
To radical gender
You just want to
ideology.
control it.
The commonly used expression, sex
Le
inside the birth,
colonizador
is
inside all of
factually
white people.
incorrect. The sex of a person is established at conception. That can be easily confirmed at birth by a simple physical examination, which is 99.9% accurate. In the very rare case of ambiguous genitalia, sex can be established very quickly with a simple test or a couple of tests. This is critical in medicine because there are conditions unique to men and women, and to ignore these invites potential mistreatment. No less than in medicine and medical documentation, an individual sex in other documents, such as legal documents, contracts, identity papers, and more, must be
All of
coherent
these mean
and consistent
nothing.
to be useful to prevent
They're
errors
just
and confusion.
tools of control and shit.
Since the birth certificate is the original and most fundamental document confirming birth sex, or should be, then all subsequent documentation should be in agreement with this. Competent adults desiring to change their sexual identity should, of course, be free to do this if they
But you
wish.
don't want us to.
But this does not change their biological sex. A man cannot become a woman or vice versa. This is
These are
critical
so
for
funny.
another reason that there are medical conditions unique to each sex, and proper diagnosis and treatment might not be undertaken if the official identity papers do not align with the biological reality.
This is just like the way that they justify their hatred.
Personal identity card.
Cognitive dissonance, I think? I don't remember what it's called.
House Bill 2426, and I invite any questions that the committee may have.
Okay.